Okay, last one. Which may or may not be the worst. I don't know, you tell me.
Okay.
Am I the asshole for demanding my husband cancel his boys' weekend and come home? Basically, my husband and I have been married for about 6 years and have a 3-year-old daughter, Elle. Prior to getting married and having Elle, we were both very independent people. This hasn't changed. As much as we value our couple/family time, we also both cherish time to ourselves and with our friends. We came up with an agreement that we each get 1 weekend a year to do whatever we like. Go away, stay in a hotel, go out with friends, while the other stays home looking after Elle. It's been working really well so far. Well, this past weekend was my husband's time, and he chose a fishing trip with pals, staying in a cabin roughly 30 minutes away. No problems. Saturday morning, the worst happened. My sister was involved in a serious car wreck. She's on life support. It's touch and go, and I'm devastated. I can't say much more. I called my husband to tell him and ask he come home ASAP. And he refused. He said it's his weekend and he'll come by the hospital Monday. He wasn't totally heartless. He listened to me cry and scream and reassured me she'd be okay. How do we know that? But he was adamant that he's enjoying the remainder of his weekend and will join me today. My family are obviously noticing his absence, and I'm too embarrassed to tell them. I understand this is interfering with his weekend, but this is my sister, and she's in critical condition. I'm stunned. He's never been this selfish before. I'm angry, upset, confused, and I just don't know what to do. I told him if he didn't come home now, don't bother coming home at all. Now I'm wondering if I was too harsh because I haven't slept in 2 days and I'm a wreck. Am I the asshole?
No.
Not at all.
I think you haven't slept in 2 days because you realized you're married to a shitty person.
An animal.
To be honest with you, I think that's where your restlessness is coming from. I understand that you get 1 weekend, but like, come on, life happens. This is an emergency. This is absolutely like trip ending status.
Definition of life happens.
Yes, life happens, and like I'm sure she's gonna give you another weekend for boys. Like you can get your brain check and do it again. Like this isn't. I don't even have words. It's just a no-brainer to me.
It's a no-brainer. It's if my partner, even if Justin called me and he was in Minnesota and he goes, something really bad just happened
to one of my family members.
One of my family members is really sick. They're hurt. They're in the hospital. I'd be like, I will book the next flight.
I need you to come here. It doesn't matter what I'm doing.
He's only 30 minutes away.
Oh my gosh.
He's 30 minutes away.
I was picturing myself right now in like Peru, and I would still fly back.
Yeah.
It's a 9-hour flight.
This is family. You drop everything. When some shit like this happens.
Yeah. And you share a child. This is her aunt.
You drop it all.
Wrong? Oh my gosh.
You drop it all.
What could be more important?
I'll tell you because there's updates.
Oh, let's hear them.
Wow, I didn't think this would attract any attention, especially this early. Thank you all for the healing thoughts and well wishes. I just want to clarify this weekend arrangement. My husband and I regularly have date nights and nights to hang out with friends throughout the year. This, quote, totally alone, do what you want, YOLO-like weekend is the thing that happens once per year. He sees his friends on a weekly basis, as do I.
Oh my gosh.
Update 2. Apologies for not updating sooner. Been at the hospital all day and not checking my phone, mostly because I don't want to speak to him. My sister's still in the same condition, not breathing on her own yet, waiting for some test results. To answer some questions, thankfully Elle is with my best friend. I didn't want her exposed to the hospital, ICU, and around a panicked, highly emotional family. So she's happily having a sleepover with her other auntie, which I'm, again, so mad at him for not coming home for that reason because trauma like this, like witnessing this as a young baby, like a young kiddo, could haunt you. Like I remember when I was 9 and my grandpa died from a brain aneurysm. I was there when he took his last breath. Terrible experience. Don't put little kids through that.
Yeah.
Let them say goodbye and then kindly sweep them from the room. So if this wasn't for her amazing friend, he would have left his wife in the position where his little girl would have had to be there and witness all of this.
Yeah. The fact that if not for anything else, the fact that her husband doesn't want to come back for Elle's sake, to be like, I can't, like, even if you don't want to be there for your wife and her sister, you can at least come back and be there for your daughter.
For your baby. Like, what the fuck?
And allow your wife to be there for her sister.
I want to pull my hair out.
I can't. I'm sorry. I don't.
We're still going.
Oh, okay.
I realized I made it sound like my husband and I only get one weekend per year, which is my fault. This weekend we call YOLO weekend is on top of weekly nights out, time with friends, time alone, etc. It's more like a chance for us to do things further afield or go nuts without having to worry about waking up early with Elle. Trust me, he sees his friends all the time. That's what hurts the most. I've read your comments about an affair. Oh. And I don't know. It doesn't seem likely, but who the fuck knows at this point? He's not the person I thought he was. He did show up this afternoon. I met him in the lobby, told him to go fuck himself, and went back up to the ICU. I don't want him here. I'm still running on no sleep, so I'm probably being an asshole now, but I hate his guts at the moment.
I hate his guts at the moment.
Yeah.
What?
There's one more update.
Okay.
I didn't see this one. I saved this story on the original thread, and so when I was like just pulling this up like in between stories, I went to the best of Redditor updates, and there's a third update that came out 3 months later that I never saw.
Okay.
Fuck.
Uh-oh. Whoa.
I read ahead. Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm not sure whether anybody remembers me or really cares for an update, but I found myself back on Reddit for something unrelated and rediscovered my old thread. So if anybody's interested, here it is. Most importantly, my sister, she is alive.
Yay!
Yeah. Wow. Thank God, the
Yeah.
universe / most of all the amazing medical team she had. They were able to bring her out of the coma and there was no brain damage,
Wow.
which was an unbelievable relief. Unfortunately, she still has a long recovery ahead of her and is essentially relearning how to walk, but she's alive and we're all grown so much closer as a family. Thank you sincerely to everyone who cared enough to send well wishes. Update on shitbag husband.
Sorry. Uh-oh.
Whoever suggested he might be having an affair, ding, ding, ding.
I didn't see that coming.
No.
I thought, like, even if he has a mistress, he could be like, deuces, I gotta go.
I thought he was just being a selfish asshole.
Same. Are you serious? So he flew somewhere. He wasn't 30 minutes away.
He wasn't with the boys that weekend. He was with a woman from work that he'd been seeing for about a month. It took him so long to get to the hospital because he was panicking and calling his friends to beg them to cover his ass, essentially. A few weeks after my sister's accident, one of his friends came clean to me when the guilt became too much. The rest of his friends continued to lie until my husband basically confessed.
Are you kidding?
Fuck those friends.
Yeah, fuck those friends.
You, like, at that point, you know he's caught.
Fall on your sword. There are bigger fish to fry here.
What a psycho.
I didn't see that. I didn't get infidelity vibes.
I didn't either. I thought he was just being selfish.
Yeah, I thought he was just an idiot who, like, was drinking too many beers the night before.
Like, whatever. But that doesn't make any sense. Like, okay, you have an affair. It's a woman that you work with. Like, she probably knows you're married. So literally all you have to say to your
There's an
mistress,
emergency.
There's an
with my
emergency. I got to
daughter,"
go.
Or whatever, if you want to keep the lying trail. But, like,
Yeah.
Or I have an emergency. I need to go. What were you doing? What were you two doing, canoodling so hard that you couldn't be, like, separated?
He shot himself, like, not to, like, give cheaters ideas, but, like, he shot himself in the foot by doing this because he could have literally been like, oh, shit, okay, I'll be there soon. Call your friends on the fucking way. It's a 30-minute drive. Send a group chat to the boys.
They were going to lie for you anyway.
They were going to lie for you anyways. So send a group chat to the boys and be like, dude, I fucked up. I said I was fishing this weekend. I was with so-and-so.
I pictured fishing too. That's what we think boys do.
Yeah, no, he was he was fishing. He was fishing.
Okay, sorry. No, he was hunting.
Yeah, fucking slimy bitch. But send a group chat to the boys, like, and then your wife would have, like,
no alarm bells would have gone off.
None the wiser.
Yeah, totally.
Which, not giving people ideas, like, don't be a shit person, but he shot himself in the foot by being just a selfish prick.
Yeah, but I'm honestly glad he did because now I hope she left him. I don't know if she gives an update on that.
Needless to say, we're separated.
Okay.
I'm planning to file for divorce, but things have been very, very busy, and I've been looking after my sister and Elle, my daughter, so it's something I haven't gotten around to just yet, but I will. I'm not sure what else to say. Life is just sort of slowing down again, and we all have to get used to this new normal. But more than anything, I'm just grateful my sister's going to be okay. Thank you again, everyone. It sounds silly, but reading your messages got me through these long days and nights in the hospital, and you truly touched a stranger's life.
Oh, I love when Reddit does that.
I did not think that was gonna...
That took a turn.
I thought it was just going to be toxic because he didn't show up at the hospital
Yeah.
when she needed him.
But he was like a cheating asshole.
Yeah, because like I have the original post open right here.
Like in a screenshot?
No, I have the original post open. So this is the original one, which was posted 2 years ago. So the update isn't even on here.
Oh.
That third update isn't on here at all. I had no idea.
Oh my gosh.
I just knew update 2 that like he showed up. And I was really proud of her for saying, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, I was too.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Top comment on the original. Not the asshole. I think something as serious as a family member going on life support is fair grounds to reschedule a fishing trip. Guy needs to rethink his vows if he can't be there for you when you need him for something like this.
I want to know like how people picked up on the cheating.
I will see. Let's go through the comments a little bit. Let's see if I can power scan here. Just so many comments. This shouldn't be a normal reaction, and it sucks OP has to deal with this. I hope her husband gets his head out of his ass and realizes the person he's supposed to love needs him to be a husband and not some uncaring piece of shit.
I can't imagine.
It's not that any of the top comments either.
Interesting.
Which is like also like, shit, I'd cancel a trip if I was dating a girl for a month and something that serious happened. I can't imagine that to someone I was married to.
Married to and the mother of your children.
Yeah.
And this is technically your sister-in-law, so it's your family.
Yeah. What the fuck? Someone goes, I mean, I'd do it for an acquaintance or a coworker.
I would do it for a friend. I'd do it for you.
Yeah. Easily.
Easily.
I'm not
I flew
seeing-
back to Minnesota. I mean, this might be like a stupid comparison, but at the drop of a hat when one of my friends was in the hospital.
Yeah.
And I mean, granted, I wasn't on like a girls' trip, but I flew from here across the country to go see one of my friends. I just can't imagine like if my husband, his brother or sister was in severe critical condition, I would drop whatever I'm doing. I could be skiing in the Alps of Switzerland and I'd be like, I'm coming home.
Same. So I searched the word cheating
Yeah.
on this whole thread of, there's about 1,500 comments.
Oh my gosh.
On the whole thread, cheating is only mentioned 6 times. And granted, like Reddit kind of works weird, so like it might only be searching what's loaded on the page.
Yeah.
So first mention I see, he would come home to divorce papers in my house. This is a betrayal on the level of cheating. Someone goes, this is worse than cheating for me. And so someone goes, yeah, I'm so glad you shared this. I too have that feeling that this is a tantamount to cheating. Okay, so no one's being like, he's cheating yet.
Yeah.
Someone goes, which is one person so far. There's only 99 upvotes on this. The top comment had thousands of upvotes. And they go, I'm thinking he's further away than he said, and he's cheating.
Yeah.
Ever see that movie, same time next year? It could happen.
I haven't seen that. But
Insane.
that's kind of what I said. Like, I feel like he was further away than he
Yeah.
said he was.
And that's what the one under says. Hundreds of miles away sounds about right. Maybe he is left. Maybe if he left right now, he still couldn't be back for another day.
Oh, he had to buy time.
Unfortunately, I think refusing to come home when you're 30 minutes away is worse because it makes him sound like a psychopath rather than a run-of-the-mill cheating bastard. But still, yeah, I think he's more than 30 minutes away doing something he's hiding. Drugs, cheating. Only 6 mentions on the whole thread, though, of 1,586 comments.
That's crazy. They just stuck out to her. Or maybe it just took one person to plant that seed. And I guess, granted, we're only given a snapshot of their marriage.
Yeah.
There could be so many other instances that she kind of stuck a pin in. And when
Yeah.
she saw just one comment that said cheating, she was like, and then all of a sudden all these bells went off. And she was like, oh my gosh, that would explain this and this and this. And oh, that weird charge. And maybe it just was the glue she needed to like secure all these thoughts that she had.
threads.
And this was like, yeah. We're
Wow.
completely speculating
I
here. But
know. I never would have like.
I wouldn't have either. It didn't give me that.
I thought he was just being a selfish asshole, just based on the fact like they sounded like they had a really good marriage. They supported each other in their outside relationships. They had good relations with friends and still cared about each other and blah, blah, blah. I'm like,
The fact that this man gets one weekend a year to YOLO it with his boys and he chose to spend it with his mistress / coworker.
it's weird that they've only been together a month though, and this is probably the one weekend he's gone away with her.
Who's been together for a month?
In the update, she said they had been seeing each other for a month.
Oh,
It's one of his coworkers.
Yeah.
So like the timing of all this, like
Yeah, all of it's weird.
all of it's so weird. But moral of the story, he fucking sucks. Good
Yeah.
thing the sister's okay.
Asshole, asshole, asshole. Glad she moved on, left. I hope the divorce is finalized.
For real. Hoo-wee. And that's on toxic.
And that's on toxic.